Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is Sunday. Sunday. Welcome. Tonight is our crochet night. We're going to be doing a bunch of crochet tonight, so I hope that you guys will enjoy. I hope you all have been well. Hello to Isaiah Strawman, Spank and Neo. Clamosity was also in here earlier. Cannot be here tonight. They are preparing for VBS. So we wish them well. And also hello to Blade, who's in here as well. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. We have the stream avatars on tonight. So enjoy. I have seen pictures of Jimothy. I kind of want to include an animation of Jimothy wandering around in the forest and like every now and then peeking his head out from like the left or the right side of the screen, like behind a bush or something. That I think that would be nice. I have to do some work at it because I'm not like the best at animation, but you know. But yeah, who is Jimothy? Look it up, Neo. Look it up. It's a raccoon. It's a very specific raccoon. It looks very wholesome though. What is on the agenda? We are going to be finally starting the super chunky hexagon cardigan that I have been wanting to make for a while now. It started out here. Let me bring you guys inside. It started out with me just getting one of those slice of anniversary Karen cakes in Hocus Crocus. I'll show you guys what it looks like here in a second. It's totally me coated. I love the colors of this. But it started off with me just having one of them because I love the colorway of it. I like the texture of it. And, you know, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I want to do something with this. And then I found a pattern and I'm like, oh, I need a whole nother thing of this, a whole nother slice of cake on this. And then I also need a 15mm hook. So I had both of the Karen cakes. And I was just waiting to get the 15mm hook. So now I finally have it and I'm going to be making this, at least starting it. I might not finish the entire thing of it on stream. But that's okay. I'm starting it. So I'm adding another project to my repertoire of projects that I still have not finished. I will eventually finish all of these. I don't have a dedicated timeline to my personal projects. The projects that I have for other people, I do have timelines for, but yeah, so. But yes, welcome on into the house, everybody. You got a Kinger plush and got Queen a few weeks ago, so they're finally reunited. Oh, how wholesome. I love that. Do you have like a dedicated space for them? Like a Digital Circus merch shelf? Or do you just have them on your bed, on like a little like side table or something? Let me know. I have a whole shelf full of Kingdom Hearts stuff. And a lot of it is like Roxas stuff, so we have our comfort characters. I'm doing all right. I've got a nice glass of wine here, strawberry wine. Every now and then I'll come into like a more expensive bottle of wine and I'm just like, oh yes, very nice. But then I have, you know, I end up getting like the cheap stuff like Barefoot or like this flavored wine that's like $4 $4 something cents a bottle. And I'm like, you know what? Tastes just as fine to me, you know? But yeah, I love my Riesling. Nice, sweet, light. Tastes like grapes. Nice green grapes. Yep. I'm sure they are to spank. Yeah. They I've been loosely following that that case, that story, and there's several parts to it that like I really wish would have been handled more professionally. Hello Donut Cat, welcome on in. And Zilly, welcome on in. Welcome. But yeah, I've been loosely following it. So there's a bunch of different like details about it that I'm just like I'm not privy to. I'm like, okay. Because like again, like I said, there are certain parts of the case where I'm just like this there's reasons why like some people like, you know, should not go to YouTubers to handle these things. Like certain YouTubers, like, you know, going to like CoffeeZilla first and foremost, probably, I don't, you know, like, or someone who has a background in law, and, you know, yeah, like a civil rights lawyer, yeah. Good. You helped him get a good lawyer, yeah. I will say something that was like deeply confusing to me that I think it was addressed in the first part of it, but I think needed to have been hello sewer rat. I think needed to have been like repeatedly stated in each of the videos, because there's some people that they haven't watched the first part of it and didn't know, right? Or skipped that, you know, part of the first section where this was talked about, that the timestamps on the smart glasses that Ben was wearing are completely wrong. Like they're, I guess, randomized, or they weren't set up properly, and so some of the timestamps show like 2019 or, you know, 2023 when something actually happened in 2024, and I'm like, this, like, if you were to show that to a court and not explain that, they would think that something fishy is going on there. So, you know, that's like my first like weird feeling about some of it, like with the unprofessional, you know, stuff going on there, and you know, and then in some of the animations in this is kind of like a little nitpicky, but it's still like a, well, this is kind of weird. Some of the words are misspelt on like oh gosh, I can't remember what word it was, but it was evidence. The word evidence is spelt evidence. I'm like, why did you do that? This is such an easy word to spell out properly. Evidence. It's like you what? So, and like the way that things are said, it's just kind of, I don't know, it rubs me in an unprofessional kind of a way. So, but again, you know, Bricks and Minifigs being completely unprofessional in their own way as well, you know, just blatantly lying, and you know, even when they're presented with the facts of like, no, you have this spreadsheet, you were given this, you have, you know, your guy on the phone, or you have, you know, the crystal lady, she's on the phone with somebody, you know, saying that, you know, corporate is going to take over all of the, you know, consignment agreement, and then you're like, oh no, we don't do consignments. Like, what? We have the footage. What in the world? So yeah, it's totally crooked. They have police owned body cam. It's so crooked. Yeah, exactly. And there's even footage of there's like a lady that's involved with the police department that's saying like, oh no, we don't censor you know, what we don't need to in body cams. And it's like, okay, well, the uncensored version of it came out, and you do that. and it wasn't necessary for you to do that, but you still censored it. So, yeah. Again, I didn't watch the entire thing of it because, like, as soon as I saw like the evidence, the evidence part of it, and like the animation in there, I was like, this isn't. I'm just, if CoffeeZilla does another breakdown of this, I'll watch his video. I feel like it's more educated. It's more professional. And it's more well read. So, yeah. And then, like, if there's, like in the future, if like, like a documentary comes out that's handled by, I don't know, like a level such as like Netflix or something, right? Like a bigger studio comes out and like gets all of the facts, all of the timeline correct, and it's nicely polished, I'll watch that, but with Reckless Bends, I'm just like, there's certain parts of this that like really irk me. I'm like, why did you not do it this way? You are dragging this out. But also, there's other parties, right? Like Bricks and Minifigs and the whole police department, the justice system over there. Like, it's all intertwined. People know each other. Hello, Zilly. But yeah, it's all interconnected there. So, I feel like it needs to be escalated to a system that's outside of that, that's not connected to it. So I'm innocent. I have evidence to support my plea. Yeah. So anyways, let's go over to the living room area. You guys get to see my hands. I'm trying out a new nail polish color that is fairly similar to the main part of my outfit on my model here. I got it from the dollar store. Put a couple coats on, top coats. And so it's not the best quality. There's already a little chipping going on there, but I think it looks cute. It might not last for very long, but she's looking cute. Considering they just arrested the leader of the church of that area, who was also running the cops for murdering 2 people. He had to play it the way he did. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Well, I hope that's like, part of the first step of dismantling that, crooked system over there. So, so people can actually receive justice. So, yeah. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we have our strawberry wine over here. It was the end of the bottle, so I was like, I'm just gonna pour the rest of this into this glass here. So it'll be an interesting stream, I think, for sure. Thank you, Saya. So, if you would like this pattern, it is a free pattern on the website. You do have to put your email address in, and then it gets, I think it gets sent to your email, the pattern for this. Or if you want to, pay for it, it's $1 on Lovecraft. But I have it pinned in the chat. So if you guys want it, you can have it. This is the colorway that I'm going to be working with today. It is a Slice of Anniversary Karen cake. Super soft. Purple, green, some lighter lavender pastel in there. It's got some bluer purple, some more violet purple. I freaking love this yarn. I freaking love this yarn. I have two of them. And I want to use both of them completely. The pattern calls for 440 yards, and this is, so one of these is 285 yards. And so it's going to be well above 440 yards. I get the feeling, Isaiah, that that's like part of their thing over there is like, oh, okay, we're just gonna call it that. I got bit from a freaking wolf spider when I was sleeping like there 3 or 4 days ago. Oh my goodness. That would freak me out, man. I'd be like, you know what? We're going to do a full send on the laundry for the bedding. We're going to do a deep clean of the bedroom. We're going to dust the entire place. Like, that would freak me out. Freak me out to no end. So here's my second one. So I've got two of these ones. They are the 6 size yarn, the super bulky. I just like to squish them. Because they're just, I don't know, I think the texture of it. It's a nice gradient. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna get started on this pattern. I'm gonna get started on this, and then here is my brand new 15mm hook. It is the biggest hook that I have so far. I may end up with a 20mm hook at some point in my life. I don't know what I'll use it for, but you know, it's like the same thing with this cake here. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna make with it, and then here we are. So it freaks me out, and that's what I did when I got home. Good. A good reason to do a full clean. A full clean of the space. So, thankfully we already have like a center pole here, and I really hope it doesn't betray me later on. So we'll put that over here, and I'm gonna open up my pattern. Type I will swipe. I happened to wake up and see it on the ceiling, and I got out of bed and it started to crawl on the ceiling and it fell on my butt. Oh no! I would scream. Legitimately, I would just scream. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thankfully, this pattern looks like it's gonna be fairly easy, just a repeating thing of it. Oh, I hear you there, Zilly. Yeah. So this pattern does say to start with chaining 4 and then slip stitching to that first chain. I don't like to do that. I like to start, if a pattern says for me to do any kind of chaining then slip stitching back into the first chain, I'm just going to do a magic circle, because I can't get the slip stitched chain to close completely. I've never gotten it to close completely. I think it only happened once and never again. But with the magic rings, they close. So I'm gonna make sure that my tail is somewhat long there. So yeah, I'm just gonna, oh my goodness, this hook is so large. I'm so used to like these. I am so used to smaller hooks. This is gonna take some getting used to. So I'm gonna insert here, and then, oh, come on. There we go. Oh my gosh, this hook is huge. Okay, and now it says chain 3 and make 2 more double crochets into the ring. Now, again, this is another part that I'm altering here, because I also no longer do the starting like chain 3, chain 4 for like a treble crochet. Like, I just do the starting double crochet or a standing double crochet. So I pull up this loop a little bit more and I twirl it and I go under. Oh, this is okay, hold on. This is a bigger hook here. Go under the magic ring, pull up a loop that way. Come on, buddy. And then we go through there. And then we go through there. And so now we have a standing double crochet because I think it looks better. I think it looks neater. So it says to do 2 more double crochets. Oh, this hook is freaking massive. Oh my gosh. I'm so used to holding it like pencil style. I'm wondering if like eventually later on down the line I'm gonna be like, okay, my hand is cramping. I need to swap to like holding it like knife style. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have the 3 double crochets in the ring. Now we're gonna chain 2 and make 3 more double crochets into the ring, and this is like one of the corners. And we're making a gigantic hexagon. So there's the chain 2. We pull out just a little bit more yarn here. I need some more, thank you. I really hope that this cardigan is going to end up looking so freaking cute. I get the feeling that I'm going to pair it with a lot of like black clothing, like a black tank top, black pants, my black boots that I usually use for traveling, and then just have like this cardigan be like the center point, the focal point of the outfit. The nice thing about working with this bigger yarn, this bigger hook here, is that I think you guys can see it better. There's 2. I can't work as fast because it's just so chunky. It's so chunky. There's 3. Okay. So we do. Oh my, give me more. Oh, we have our first color change over here. We chain 2. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Hold on. Because with it being really big, I'm like second guessing myself. Did I chain properly? Did I do that right? I think I did. I think I did. My tension is all over the place with this. This is also my first wearable item that I have ever made. Well, I mean, besides, actually, no, that's not true. I did a crochet corset for one of my Gumi cosplays. And that worked out pretty well. This is my first cardigan, I should say. That's so cute right there, that color change. Okay, and there's 3. There's my first chain there. There's the second chain. So there will be like 6 of these sections, right? Yeah, 6 of them. I do have my fan going on in the background, so apologies if you guys end up hearing a little bit of a gust of wind. And then I also have my window open too, because it's becoming nighttime, and so with the nighttime there is a chance of a nice cool breeze coming through, and it's also it's looking like it's supposed to rain, so I've got my fingers crossed for that. By the time I got back in my room, I was so tired that I didn't have the energy to even be scared of the spider. I quickly neutralized the spider. Ah, good that it was neutralized. But yeah, like when you're like so exhausted like that, it's like, okay, listen, life, why do you have to do me like this? Why? 1, 2, 3. gonna be our 4th cluster here. Give me more yarn, please. Thank you. One, two, three. There's some spiders I don't mind, like the jumping spiders. Those ones I have more of a tolerance for, just because they look like they have more personality. But like with like gigantic house spiders or wolf spiders or like brown recluses, nah, I don't want them in my house. I don't like, you know. Like with the jumping spiders, I will capture them and like put them outside. I don't want those more aggressive ones in my house. No, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this should be our last little cluster in here. We got another color change coming in there. Okay. Now I think we're going to slip stitch. It says slip stitch to the top of your beginning chain 3 to complete the round. Well, I didn't do a chain 3. I just did a standing double crochet, which is right here. Find that little space here, and then I also like to do the backwards slip stitch. I feel like it's cleaner. Somewhere in here. Somewhere in this little space in here. Hold on, let me use a smaller one to try to get this space to open up. Through the back of the work, put my loop back on and just pull it through that way. Okay, now because I did a magic circle, I'm going to tighten that up and pray that the yarn doesn't break. And then I'm also just going to put a knot in here. I know that knots do not last. It's better to just simply tightly weave in your yarn tail, but I don't want this to open up, so I put a knot right there so that it doesn't open up. And there we go. We have our first round. My goodness, this worked up really quickly. On the spine last night I got plastered. I'm happy, I'll say that I'm happy that the family cat is back from us not seeing him for an entire 3 weeks since the heat waves. Oh my goodness. Was that like a voluntary thing that he chose to do, or did you guys board him someplace that was cooler? Wolf and I recently got a de-shedding brush called the Equi Groomer. You can find it on Amazon. It's like the Easy Groomer by Equi Groomer. I think it's primarily made for horses, but you can use it with cats, dogs. It has taken out so much of her undercoat that's been like generating a whole bunch of heat for her. And her coat is so much thinner now. It is crazy how much fur has been removed from her. Like the undercoat. The top coat, nice and silky and smooth. And she doesn't leave little patches of fur. She doesn't leave little patches of her undercoat on the carpet anymore. But yeah, so. Okay, round 2. Chain 3, churn your work. Oh, well, you know, I ain't gonna chain 3. I ain't gonna. I think it's funny, some patterns, they go like, oh, turn and then chain, and this one's like chain and then turn. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I need to pull up a little bit of a taller loop there. He wandered off during the first heat wave, and we've never seen him since. I was worried about him since he grown on me a lot from the past years. I was worried sick about him during that time. Yeah, I would be too. But I guess he found a cool area to hang out in. Now he's back. He had a little excursion, I guess. Come on, hook. Right in here. Okay, before I move on here, I am just gonna put in a stitch marker right in this space that I just made because it wants me to turn. So I will turn 2 double crochets into the first chain space. So that'd be this one here. Okay. There's 2 in there. Hold on a second. I need to scroll down so I don't lose my place here. Chain 2, then make 2 more double crochets into the same chain space. Let me just read ahead here, hold on. Make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3. Repeat from the asterisk 1 more time. Okay. I see now. It's a bit thinner though, so we had to get him to eat something. Yeah. It's a bit difficult to find food out there if you don't have a reliable constant source. There's a lot of cats out there that you know, they're very used to getting fed at like a particular time, and so then that drastic of a change is quite a shock to them. But I'm glad that he made it home. Okay, let's see. 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2. There was a time that Beanie was getting like way too big. I think she was going across the street over to the neighbor's house because they have like cat food just out like on the driveway in little bowls for the cats that hang out over there. And so I'd see her walk over there and I'm like, Beanie, what are you doing? You have food over here. Why are you have no need to do that. She's being silly, but she ended up we have like a hairball control food for her that she's like not the biggest fan of, but you know, food is food. And then we have a Purina cat chow that she like is obsessed with that one. She loves that kind of food. So we just like mix the two of them together. And so I think she's discovered that over here we have like the premium dry cat food. And every now and then I'll give her like wet food, but ooh, a darker purple coming in here. But I have to be careful what kind of wet food I give her, because there's a particular kind that I don't think her stomach agrees with. Because she will end up tossing her cookies. And I think she also eats too much. Okay, so there's the 3. Now we have our next chain space. Let's see. One more time is next chain space makes 2 like before, but across the next 3 stitches. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. So here's this. Okay. So first chain space, chain 2, then make 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is where I'm at. Here's the next chain space, which is this. Make 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets like before. Okay. I will do that. I just freaking love these colors, man. It's so pretty. I like how quickly it's working up as well. Chain 2 and 2 double crochets. Oh man. I'm so used to smaller hooks. This huge hook is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. Okay. Hello, Strongheart. Welcome on in. I've been looking into getting a boxer puppy. Oh, how cute. How adorable. One of my exes had his family had 2 boxers. I think one of them, maybe both of them started out as puppies. I can't remember. I remember the first one that they had was named Ozzy. I don't know what the second one was called. Ozzy was a boy and the other one was a girl, but by the time that the girl was around, he and I weren't together anymore, so I never got to become acquainted with the female boxer. So, but very cute. I'm glad that they're getting better, Strongheart. Hopefully time will pass quickly and you won't have to deal with that for the time being until the next phase rolls around. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to stay cool. I forgot to turn my song reader on. There we go. But yeah, trying to stay cool. Got my fan going. Got some wine over here, and happy to finally be working on this chunky hexagon cardigan pattern. Okay, I'm gonna try drawing I might probably write a potential future song. Oh, how nice! I'm gonna start making music next year when I'm 22. Awesome. I recently started a newer version of the original song that I have up here on the channel that was from like 5 or 6 years ago. I played it on the ukulele and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have Gumi sing this and I'm gonna redo it in my digital audio workspace. I'm just gonna see what I can come up with. There's only so much you can do with, you know, just the one instrument. So adding things to it, thickening it up a little bit. I mean, honestly, Zilly, it's like if you were to have like just like strawberry grape juice, it'd probably taste around the same. So I can't remember what the brand of it is. It's a really short name. I think it's like Gallegos or something. It was really cheap over at the grocery store. I was like, okay, I've gotten everything off of my list that I need to. I've got like $4 and something cents left over. Let's pick up a bottle of this. The Riesling that I like is like $5.30. So it's just a cheap barefoot. I'm just like, you know, it tastes good. And that's basically all that matters to me, is that it tastes good. Okay, the chain space. Did that, but across the next 3 stitches, double crochet 3 together. Okay. Let me just scroll up here. Okay, I just want to make sure that this pattern's double crochet 3 together was the same as normal. So we've got our double crochet in here into the chain space. We'll do a double crochet 3 together. We'll pull through all of these like so. It's nice. It's a nice light sweet wine. I like to call it grape juice just because like that's all that I taste when I have it. I'm just like, it just tastes like grapes. Nice light sweet grapes. Place your stitch marker into the new decrease stitch you just made. Okay. Pull this out here so I don't have to keep holding it. So right here. Oh, look at that. stitch marker is like basically the same color as the yarn there. That is so cute. That is so cute. Okay, so we have our stitch marker right in there. We continue in pattern, making 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets in each chain space corner, and 1 double crochet in each stitch. Okay, sounds good to me. Let me just pull out some more yarn here. Got another color change coming on in. Enjoy your show, Zilly. We will welcome you back when you come on back. We'll see how much I've gotten done by the time that happens. I'm telling you, before I started learning to crochet, if I was in the Artist's Alley at the convention that I go to, and I saw a cardigan with these colors, or basically anything with these colors, I'd be like, I am eagle-eyeing that. I am beelining towards that. What is that? That is cute. I'm gonna purchase that. I'm definitely planning on wearing this. Oh, I have to. Hold on a second here. What is? Oh, I think my yarn just slipped there. Okay. There we go. Another chain space. But we end up going to this convention at around like January, like late January, early February, and it gets cold. So hopefully this will be nice and breathable, but still like retaining some heat, because it is acrylic, right? I believe it's definitely not cotton. Yeah, it's 100% acrylic. There's one double. There's our second one after the chains. To pull out some more yarn here. Oh, that's so wholesome. I think I hear some like crickets out there. I try to incorporate what I actually hear in real life, like into the show. So when you guys are like looking like you're more like in the outside area, I try to incorporate some like crickets, some little frogs in the background. Try to make it nice and immersive. Okay, I think this is gonna be our, I think the last chain space that we're gonna work into. Yeah. Double crochet. Yeah. finishing up this round here, making sure that I am still doing this correctly. Okay, now we're going to slip stitch here into this space that is right stronger. Slip stitch into here, the backward slip stitch so it's clean and tight. And now I can take this stitch marker out of there. Okay, now rounds 3 to 8. This is such a short pattern, I feel like, and it looks like it's really simple too. But it works up really quickly, so. Okay, chain 3 and turn your work. I don't do chain 3. I do a standing double crochet, and then I'm gonna turn. Take another super ship here. Oh, see, now it just tastes like strawberry juice. Fine by me. You twist it a couple of times. Go under here. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Go through 2. Yarn over and go through 2 for our standing double crochet, and I'm gonna take my stitch marker here and just place it on these 2 loops there so I remember where it is at. And now it wants us to turn. So we're gonna turn. It's such a cute colorway. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this. It's gonna be like my new favorite thing to wear. Okay, make 1 double crochet in each stitch and 2 DC, chain 2, 2 DC in each chain space corner. Gotcha. Too hot outside or too cold inside, and most times it's both, and right now it's like a freezer every time the AC comes on. Oh my goodness. Well, like, at least at that point you can like put a jacket on or put like a blanket over your lap or something, right? When it's too hot, it's like, okay, I could turn the fan on, but if that doesn't help at all, you can't like take your, I mean, I guess you could, but you know, there's health and safety concerns with taking your skin off. You know, we're putting like a cold towel, a cold wet towel on, so you know, I prefer it to be cold, you know, because yeah, again, like, yeah, you could put a sweater on, you could just put a sweater on, and it's like, okay, you find your happy medium in that way. When it's too hot, it's like, oh my gosh, it's just everything is a pain. Where is our chain space? Hold on a second here. This is our, okay, hold. 1, 2, 3. Let me get my stitch markers out here. I need to mark where these chain spaces are. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's for sure one right here. And then one here. One, two, three. Huh? Wait a second. Hold on. I did not realize that the spacebar muted my mic. That's cool. Oh, I see what's... Okay. I think I see what's happening here. One, two, two, three, two, two, one, two, three. Two, two. There's our next chain space. You just pull this here. Two, two. Here is our double crochet 3 together. There's another chain space. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Another chain space. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Chain space. And then 2, 2. Okay. So we've gone and turned. I know because the yarn tail is on the opposite side here. On round 2 it was this way. So now it's over here. Okay, okay, that's why I was confused. 1, 2, 3. I wish it said how many stitches are in each round here. And we've just added a double crochet each time. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, then there'll be 4 in this round. And pull out some more yarn here. We have a good amount. Okay, now it's the same thing here. Got 2 double crochets. You know what I think I'm gonna try to do, because I want the Miku Miku Beam sound effect to flow better, like when I have music playing. Because I don't know if I'm the only one that has this struggle. But when there's two different pieces of music playing, my brain starts to like steam out. It bugs the living crap out of me. And I can hear a little bit of Magical Cure Love Shot in that sound effect. Did I already chain two? Hold on. And so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust that sound effect. I'm gonna isolate the vocals and then clip it to where it's at, right? You know, in the song there. So it's just the vocals. Because it's been bugging me. It bugs the crap out of me. Do you hear like a little bit of the beat still? I'm like, ah. So I think that is going to be on my roster for adjustments for this stream. Some quality control. Okay, let's see. Okay. So it says to just continue the same way that I've been going here. All the way up to the double crochet 3 together marker. Hello, Fluffrar. I have not played any Animal Hospital, so I'm not sure what it pertains to, but I say, you know what? Why not? Why not? Go ahead. Unlock the duck skin for security. I don't know. Do what your heart says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And 8, 9. Chaining 2. And 2 more double crochets in there. Where is... Oh, it's right here. Okay. Coming up eventually. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6 and 7 in here. We'll do up the 2 double crochets. Chain 2. Then 2 more double crochets. Before I continue, I'm going to remove some of my stitch markers that I don't need. And I'm going to move them up. Like this one here, I can remove it there and move it up over here, just so I have a better visual of where my chain spaces need to be, or where they are and where I need to make another chain space section there. Okay, so this is my beginning part right here. Murder. What? What is going on, Star? Murder. Here we see a little bit of that hexagon coming in. So freaking cute, man. I can't with this colorway. It's so cute. One, 2. Okay. You work up to the stitch before your marker. Oh. Okay. So that one that I just did. I'll go back on that. I just got back and I see a stronger saying murder. You know what it reminds me of is that I believe the audio is originally by Pink Guy or Joji or Filthy Frank, whatever you wanna refer to him as. I think back then it was Pink Guy. And it's the animation of Goofy in court for murder. Yuck. I'll do it again. Okay, double crochet 3 together across the next 3 stitches. Your marked stitch will be in the center of that. Okay, so we go in here, pull up a loop, in here, pull up a loop, and then in that third one, pull up a loop. Then we're gonna yarn over and go through all 4 of these loops there. And now it says we need to take out this marker and place it now on the top of the double crochet 3 together stitch. And we continue. This is a very short pattern, but again, it works up very quickly, and there are adjustments listed in the pattern. So if you need to increase like the bust size, if you need to have it be like a 2XL or a 3XL, or you want longer sleeves and a longer body to it, there are adjustments listed in the pattern to just add some more rows to it. Okay, coming up here to another chain space. 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets in here. And I'm also giving my hand a little bit of like a break by just moving my stitch markers up. So it is 2 birds with 1 stone there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's gonna be 7, and I'm counting just to make sure that everything is even on all of my sides. This is so dreamy right here, this color change. Oh my goodness. This is the vibe of the function tonight. I love how we always have like a nice contrast between like what I'm working on and then the chat. I can be working on something so wholesome and then the chat's just like, murder! Chaos! But I'm freaking here for it. Is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I just like to say whatever group, whatever person came up with this colorway here, this color palette, great taste. Love it. Neo's been summoned. Murder traps. Glitch Productions. 2 double crochets. I can tell I'm getting a little faster. Hopefully my tension doesn't go freaking all over the place. Take a little stretch break there. Working chat World War 3. Yep, that's totally normal. You gotta have some offset, you know, you can't contain the chaos for forever. Can't always be calm and creative. Sometimes we have to be chaotic and creative, but always creative. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Wait a second here. Now hold up. Wait a minute. So not counting the 2 inside of the chain space. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stitches there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so okay, I see. Okay. Put my hook through there. Take my loop and put it back on the hook. And we'll go backwards there through the stitch. I like doing those kind of slip stitches instead because it just feels like it's a tighter stitch and it looks cleaner too. So I do it like that instead. Your daughter's into Doors. The Doors? What a nice band. I love that band. Little bit of a water break. It is almost 10 o'clock. So we are gonna have a little water break. Okay, we can have our nice beverages here, but we have to also be drinking our waters. Okay, I like how you just press the space bar and it mutes me. I think that's great. I don't have to keep clicking it. I think it's just because like I had it selected on OBS. That's why. Your dad's into Nightcore, the swapped version. Oh my gosh. What a freaking blast from the past. Oh my goodness. I'm an angel with a shotgun. Fight until the war's won. I don't care if everyone won't take me back. Oh my goodness. I used to listen to Nightcore when I was in like high school. I used to play Stepmania with I used to have like Nightcore songs in Stepmania. Oh my goodness. Like Vocaloid Nightcore. Okay. So we are going to pull up a tall loop there and turn it a little bit. Go like that. Like that. There we go. Get my stitch marker. How did you find that out, Neo? Did you just like hear him listening to it? Or did you put it on for him? Or some other method? Now turn our work here. And I am gonna get my stitch counter out here because now we are on, I think, round 4. So there we go. Round 4. One. Well, maybe I won't start counting this until after we get to this chain space and we get that over and done with, because it won't be entirely accurate. And I think we need to make 2 of these. Yeah. You have to make 2 of these very large hexagons and then seam them together in the back. So this is just the first side. So I don't think I'll be I don't think I'll be finishing this on stream, but definitely making some good headway. 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna remove my stitch markers because I don't really think I need them too much now. I needed them more so in the beginning because I was like, I don't know where this is at. But I think I'm good now. Okay, so this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I've already put a stitch in that one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there will be 11 stitches in between our chain spaces. You do a chain of 2. And then 2 more double crochets. I'm gonna remove my stitch marker here because I don't need it. And we will just keep on going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8. 9. 10. Oops. 11. Be at a corner space here. Double crochet in 2. Chaining 2. And we can remove our stitch marker here. Oh my goodness. We've already worked up a whole bunch. Oops. 2. Okay, so here is that double crochet 3 together section. And so this is just going to be the same thing in each one of these rounds. Right before we get to it, we're going to start another double crochet 3 together. So we're going to insert into the first stitch and pull up a loop, insert into the second stitch and pull up a loop, and same thing here with this third one, insert and pull up a loop. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We've yarned over and we pull through all 4 of those. Now we have our stitch marker in here and it wants us to remove the stitch marker and place it on the top of our stitch there that we just made. And then we continue. One and 2 here. Two double crochets into our chain space. We do another chain 2 to create the next rows, chain space. And then I can remove my stitch marker here because I don't believe I will need them. That is 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Rid of this stitch marker in here. I think I have one more left. Yeah, all the way over here. My fan is blowing my hair to my face. I'm like, get out. Get out of here. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here's our last chain space of this row. And we're just repeating what we've been doing before with 2 double crochets, chaining 2, and then adding 2 more double crochets into the chain space. And I'm removing my stitch marker. This is my 6th one here. I mean, I guess 7th, because we have a stitch marker in the chain, or in the double crochet 3 together. Whew. Nice breeze coming through the window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think that, oh, let me count this all time before I accidentally put in a stitch I don't need. Let me count this, because it's gonna be 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in total. So the beginning part of our row is always a little off here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, so we are going to slip stitch here. Hello, Angel Eyes. Thank you. It helps that this is very bulky yarn and this is a very large hook, so it is it works up very quickly. Put our hook there, put our loop there, and pull that through to do a backwards slip stitch. I'm going to remove my stitch marker here and put it to the side, and now I'm going to move this up to around 5 out of 8, and I may end up making it a little bit longer because I do like to have the sleeves that are like you only see like the fingertips, just so that they're a little bit longer. I think that's cute. So I may end up doing that. And you can adjust this pattern. It says here, You may also add additional rows to each hexagon to make your cardigan sleeves longer and make your cardigan sleeves and body longer. So I will likely end up doing that because I have, oh goodness. I am sometimes okay with basic math. Sometimes not though. So I have what, 285 in one carrot cake. Times that by 2, that's 570. And then we need 440 for the standard size. So I've got 130 yards of extra yarn in these cakes. So like in total. So I am, yeah, going to add an additional row on this to make it a little bit longer. Where is my working yarn? Here it is. But thank you. It's taking me a little getting used to with the larger hook here because I'm so used to a really small hook that I can just hold it like a pencil. This one's like holding it like a marker. But this yarn is just so freaking cute and it's so soft that I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even care. Because I have been waiting to make this for a little while now. So again, I don't do the chain 3 starting. I just do a standing double crochet because I think it looks neater, and that's just my preference. Okay, so we do that. I'm gonna put my stitch marker through those loops so that I can remember and see where that where to slip stitch into better right there. And now we are going to turn the work, flip it over. It seems like on odd numbers, the yarn tail for the magic circle is in the back. And then on odd numbers, it's in the front because we are turning our work each time we end a round. Look at that, it's so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Starting round 5. I start to count. I'm like, well, wait, no, this first side, I don't really need it to count at all because I have to add up the stitches in the end. So I just go until I reach my chain space. Then after the chain space is worked into, that's when I can start counting. But yeah, no, this cardigan is definitely gonna get worn with like a lot of black because it is so bright, and I think it would look really, really good with a completely like all black outfit. My crazy neighbor is at it again. I'm like, girl, just like either move out or break up with this person. I don't know who you're screaming about, but like, if you keep like being in this space, you must love the drama. She goes somewhere after having a conflict. but it's like every other day there's something happening over there across the street. Like, okay, so now I can start counting. So this is the second one. That's 2. Me as well. I hope that your work goes smoothly. If you are commuting, I hope that the drive is without any issues. I think that is 3, right? Yeah. I make sure I'm not missing any stitches there. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. There we go. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. End up being 15. Looks like. This is 14. And 15. All I know is less I know about it, the better. I just wish that, like, because, like, it happens, like, every other day, right? Like I said, I just wish, right, that, like, when she walks out the house and storms out the house and, like, slams the door and everything, that she would just, like, compartmentalize it in her head and not vocalize things at the top of her lungs for everybody and their young children to hear, because we have some young kids that live nearby, and she says very not appropriate things for children to hear. So I'm just like, girl, I don't know what's going on, but, like, you need to stop yelling the things that you are yelling. It's cringe. And, like, if I wasn't so non-confrontational, I probably would have gone out there by now and been like, listen, no one needs to hear your drama, okay? Like, shut up. It's like, either leave this person or move out, or, you know, like, do something to change your situation for the better. Like, you know, protect your peace. Like, do you want to keep living with all of this drama, with all of this crap going on? You know, if you don't, if you want to make a change, it starts with you actually saying, like, I don't want to keep dealing with this stuff. But, you know, if you say, I don't want to live like this anymore, but then you just keep, you know, living that way. I mean, you must not be hungry enough for things to get better. You know, you gotta be proactive about bettering your situation. But I think some of the issues are with, like, I think who she chooses to date. From what I've heard and what I've like picked up on, there's a lot of like unfaithfulness going on, it sounds like. So I'm like, girl, just leave him. Oh, I'm going into the wrong space there. See, I'm not paying attention. I'm getting into the dramas too much. Not paying attention. But yeah, all in all to say, I wish she'd just keep it to herself. Because yeah, you know, the less that we all know about all of this, I think the better, you know? Like, unless you want to be part of, you know, the local entertainment. Okay, coming up here to our double crochet 3 together. We'll start it here at this stitch. This upcoming one. So put this one in here. Okay, and we're gonna insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, and where's our next one here? Gets right here. Insert and pull up a loop. And we pull through all 4 of those. Move the stitch marker up 1. And then we continue. One, two, and 3. Just checking the progress here. Okay, I see what's happening here with the double crocheting 3 together. I see. Making like a little indent right there. This yarn would also probably make for a really cute blanket too, if you like this kind of like purple mint green colorway. I know I absolutely adore this. This is like the cutest thing I think I've crocheted yet. Oh my goodness. You can kind of see, oh, for a second there, there's like a tunnel being formed in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, well with that, now that I can actually like see the middle of it, I'm gonna put this on my yarn holder. and it will just pull there and clear up some space on my desk. Anything to organize my space a little bit better. I did not know that, Strongheart, and now I feel more inclined to hydrate more frequently. I did not know that. I didn't mind my business. I wanted to know more about the situation. And then before I knew it, I became part of a toxic love triangle that I had no business being a part of. I'm sorry, Isaiah. That sounds like the premise to a really funny like rom-com anime. And now I'm like, okay, but I want to watch this now. I do wonder if the next, oh, I don't think having it on the yarn holder is actually gonna be, it's gonna be good. I think it's just gonna get caught up on that. I wonder if the next episode of Chainsmoker Cat is out. I do think that anime is really funny. And it's actually been helping people stop smoking and clean up their spaces, because they're like, oh my gosh, is that really, can it really get that bad? I need to clean up my act. I'm like, yeah. So, but I also watch like cleaning channels too, like Clean with Bee, the mountain clean, like the carpet cleaning videos. Watch those. There's a couple other channels that I watch that do a bunch of like massive cleaning. I forget the name of them. But it really motivates you to be like, oh, they're cleaning, I should clean too. That, I should clean up my space before it gets to that point. It's like a behavior copying, like a mirroring that it influences. I was being pulled every which way, and that's not supposed a whole year? Oh my gosh. I can understand for like, like a month. And it's like, oh, this is just, this is the current, excitement, but like for a whole year, no, not a whole year. Oh my gosh, that sounds exhausting, man. I'm so glad that you're out of that. And just because you were curious about what was going on. It's growing more. This happened again, but with a middle-aged couple. What in the what the heck, man? You dodged a bullet. Oh my gosh. What in the world? So I learned that the less I know, the better, because holy migraine Batman, that was pretty hefty. Here, I'll give you another piece of advice to save yourself the trouble. Okay, if you're ever on a cruise ship and you encounter a couple that has an upside down pineapple on their door, stay away from them. Just stay away. Okay? Yeah. Because that's a whole bunch of drama. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look it up. I wouldn't mind going on another cruise somewhere. Probably somewhere like warmer. Or I mean even like going on like the Alaska cruise. Again, that would be nice. But yeah, I saw that on Wolf and I's honeymoon cruise. I was walking back over to our stateroom a couple of times, and like I had gone the long way accidentally, and there were a couple of doors, and I was like, oh, that's a cute decoration they've got on the door, but why is it upside down? And I look into it, I'm like, oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, finally, these two colors are next to each other. Oh my goodness, I love this mint green with the dark purple. It's so I love. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look out my window. I have a feeling something is going on. Okay, well, I didn't see anything, but definitely heard something. Keep asking. Wait a second. So summer talks relationship, I started to think, thank God, that I was single and I couldn't fully skip the situation because they were my friends at the time. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. You asked me advice while constantly telling me about their drama. Oh my gosh. Like, guys, I don't need to be involved in this. I'm an innocent bystander. Yes, I think that's happened already a couple of times, because like we have a couple of crazy neighbors that like the cops have been called on them. And I know that the cops have seen me like just like looking at my window, and I'll have like a snack with me, and I'm just like munching on my snack while watching all of this go down. I have no fears. I'm being spotted. I am in my own private dwelling, and they are choosing to enact this crazy behavior in public, in front of my window. I have no obligation to give them this privacy that they're not entitled to when they're causing such a ruckus in public. Now see, in the darkness, see that is even better. That's even better. But like when I'm doing my stream, or I'm like I'm you know, crocheting, or I'm painting something, or you know, working on music or something, right? And I have to have the light on. I'm just like, okay, that's it. I'm looking. Okay, I think there was 15. Give me a second to count these to make sure that I have the right amount of stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. Okay, so now this side here, the connecting side. I take out my phone and text people about those simultaneously listening to the conversation. So when the cops were called on one of our crazy neighbors, I was actively messaging Wolf. I was like, dude, forget, like, so before the cops had gotten there, right, there was like a huge altercation, fighting, and people like, you know, like pulling people's hairs out and almost running people over with their trucks. It was a whole freaking thing. And I was messaging Wolf. I was like, I will bet you 3 gummy sharks, because I had a little pack of gummy sharks at the time. I told him, I was like, I will bet you 3 gummy sharks that the cops don't get called. So for whatever reason, I was like, oh no, they're just gonna, you know, settle this amongst themselves. No, the cops were called. And so Wolf is in the bedroom, and he's like listening in on this stuff through the Ring camera, because the Ring camera has better like microphone. So he was able to listen in on the conversation a little bit better. So I went in the bedroom with the 3 gummy sharks, and I was like, here you go. You win. Yeah, that was a whole situation. I think I described it like, I think like the day after it happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. So pull up a large loop there. We'll go into this space here. Place our loop back on and pull it through. Where's my working yarn? There. Make sure that slip stitch is nice and secure. People arguing outside. I just turned my light off and listened. I looked out the window knowing that they couldn't see me since it was dark. See, that's what I'm saying. Like when people ask me like, oh, what superpower would you have if you could have one? Invisibility. Because of that right there. I don't know how many freaking times people will tell me like, oh, this is the thing that happened, you know. And you know, and I get the feeling, right, that they're like framing it in a way that they're like the innocent party and they didn't do anything bad. I'm just like, okay, but I was there and I saw it, but they didn't see me. Just like, yeah, I know you're BSing me. Sure. Flip this over. Now we are on round 6. They really want me to only do 8? rounds. Okay. Okay. This is why I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, because I'm just like, this one looks like it needs to be a little bit bigger, even though it's supposed to be sized for a women's extra large. I want to make it bigger because I have the yarn for it. When they went from arguing to briefly throwing hands on some weirdo jumped defense during the fight. Oh my goodness, what in the world? They're just arguing. It felt like 40 minutes to an hour just arguing, cussing and stuff. Yeah, that's how it started over here too. They were just like arguing about something. It sounded like some people were like intoxicated and acting all like belligerent. Yeah, things got even more heated, and then the cops were called. And then we've got 3 gummy sharks from me. And this was at like, I think like 11 o'clock at night. Like some of the other neighbors came out and they were like standing on their stoops, like just watching this play out. You've got live action, you know, World Star. There's another corner space here. 11 of these things happen to me around 1 to 2:35 in the morning. Oh my gosh. Someone was having a very very active evening that went into the morning. Good grief. Unhappy, so unhappy they decided it was a good time to argue at 1 to 2 in the morning while people were fast asleep in REM sleep. Yeah, they start hearing like the argument in their dreams, and it turns into a nightmare. Like, listen, people, we've got people sleeping, getting ready to, you know, go to work the next morning. And that's how I feel about like the people we have across the street. I'm just like, listen, we've got people who are sleeping because they have work like early in the morning. Like they get up at like 4. And you are over here hooting and hollering away. Like you're the only person in this neighborhood. And I know it's not the entire family because I met the mom over there, and she seems like a fairly normal lady. But it's one of the daughters over there that's just absolute whack. I think as well, I kept seeing people with flashlights creeping around houses in the neighborhood too. Me and my brothers were up at 2 a.m. just watching it happen. See, that would freak me out, man. Like, full send, I would go and tell Wolf and be like, hey, good thing you have a bunch of firearms. Yeah. Just be prepared. Be posted. Yeah, that would freak me out, man. Okay, mine is finished. So he and my brothers, being us, we went to troll them by randomly blurting out cuss words to scare them. We got books started throwing books in the area they were in and ducking our heads so we wouldn't get caught. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'm glad that you guys weren't caught. Good memories, good memories. Guess it's going on a night walk. Just be careful there, Neo. Make sure you have your flashlight with you. Reflective gear. And stay vigilant and present. Don't have like both earbuds in or like both ears covered. Just, you know, stay aware. Safety precautions as always. So box to just turn all my stuff on medium volume. Gotcha. Well, yeah, I mean, you look back on it, it's like, oh my gosh, it was so, like, it's such a simpler time. I miss it too sometimes. It has its pros and its cons. You know, I guess I miss the simplicity of it. Oh, I don't need to yarn over right here. What am I doing? Now let me just make sure, actually. Wait a moment here. Hold on. I swear, if I have to frog, I'm gonna be mad. Thank you, Strongheart. I'm about to find out if I've been doing my double crochet 3 togethers wrong here. I don't think I'm doing it wrong. Oh no. Am I doing it wrong? No, because that's only 3. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Make 1 double crochet into a stitch, but only pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Yeah. only pull through the first 2. That's what I just did. Not completing it, repeat 2 more times into each of the next 2 stitches. Oh, they want this. Oh, crap. I've been doing it wrong. I've been doing it wrong. It's supposed to look like this. I mean... Oh, no. I've been doing it wrong. Because I've been doing it like this. I've been doing it like this. I gotta frog that. Ah, dang it, man. I've been doing it like this. Okay. Dang it, man. Oh my goodness. I'm on freaking round 6 out of 8. Dang it. Okay. Freaking 11 o'clock. Okay. Where does it have me start this? Is it from the very beginning? From round 2. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sure it... I just really want this to be like exactly the way that the pattern has me doing this. We're gonna frog, everybody. We're gonna frog all the way up to here. I'm like, okay. It's okay, it's okay. All of my years of having to redo an art piece because my computer crashed or the software crashed and I grieved. You know, it all adds up to this moment here and to any future projects that I have to redo because I didn't read the instructions properly. Just taking a moment. I'm just taking a moment to be like, brother, why? I think I have a freaking hair in my mouth. I think this whole time I was doing a single crochet 3 together instead of a double crochet 3 together. Except for when I used to be scared of thunder and fireworks. I remember struggling to go to sleep at night as a kid during thunderstorms because the thunder would keep me up shaking in fear. Oh my goodness. Well, especially if it's like right next to your house too. Try to hum and rub my ears to drown out the thunder noise so I could go to sleep. Yeah, I can understand that for sure. Anything to, you know, mute the sound or like distract yourself. Okay, so this is round 1. And this here. So was it actually 1, 2. Right here is where I want to frog it to. Oh my gosh. It's okay. It's okay. One, 2, and 3. there. All right, everyone. I'm gonna frog this. I'm gonna frog all the way up to the second round right before the double crochet 3 together, the first one, because that's where this got messed up right here. Rest in peace, the time and the work that I just did. Heck. Freaking heck. I need to, like, have this on, like, a spool or something. Not the whole thing, but that's the thing with crochet is that, like, if you mess up somewhere and it's, like, early on, you gotta undo the entire thing all the way up to that point. Because these were single crochet 3 together and not double crochet 3 together. So it might end up messing up the fit of this by just a little bit. And I'm being anal about it. So I gotta go back. Hopefully this will give me like an opportunity to like make my tension a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for here? Like stabilized, maybe, because my tension's a little bit all over the place. There are some stitches that are a little tighter than the other ones. And I just have to remember where, well, I don't really have to remember exactly where my starting point is, because I'm just going up to the second row right before. Yeah, it is. That's why I have to find the positives in having to redo so much of it. So I'm like, my tension's a little all over the place. So maybe this will give me a good opportunity to have a more consistent, that's the word I've been looking for, a more consistent tension throughout the project. So, but I had to learn, I had to teach myself how to look at it as like an opportunity to try it again and try to do it better the second time around. Otherwise, like, I would get heated. I'd get very freaking heated. So yeah. Like every art piece that I've worked on for hours, for days, weeks sometimes, I would, this was when I was using Clip Studio Paint, or not Clip Studio Paint, Paint Tool Sai. When I was using a cracked version of Paint Tool Sai in high school. Every now and then I would save a file and then I would open it back up again. Everything looked really, it looked really glitchy. I was like, what happened here? The file became corrupted. And I would have to redo that entire piece all over again. And then of course at that point, right, like it's not gonna look the exact same. There's no pattern to follow, so that's, you know, an upside to this is that there's a pattern to follow. It's just time. It's just time taken and muscle used. So can imagine like someone with like arthritis having to redo all of this. Yeah, I can understand like taking a break, taking, you know, like the rest of the night off and being like, I'm gonna do something different because my hands hurt, right? So we'll see how much of this I can recover in an hour. And then I'll be working on this off stream as well. Hello, Ham Palace. Shuckin', thank you. I don't know why I'm saying thank you, but I felt like maybe I should take that as a compliment. I don't know why. But welcome in, Ham Palace. It's good to see you again. I'm having to frog a whole bunch of this project because I've been doing the 3 together stitches wrong this whole time. And I'm glad that I double checked that before continuing. Otherwise, you know, yeah, I'd get up to round 8 and be like, something's not right here. So, another upside. I am interpreting it as such. Okay, I need to frog all the way up to this stitch marker here. Our very first. Double crochet 3 together that ended up being single crochet. So right here, depending on what direction I was going in, I think it is this direction. Yeah. It's like right there. Come on, buddy. At least, you know, because I have to make 2 of these. I have to make 2 of these super bulky hexagons, right? So my second one, I will know better when it comes to the 3 together. Okay, now we are back to round 2. There we are, round 2. Let me reset this. So I need to go all the way up to over here where my stitch marker is. Oh, there's so much yarn on my desk. Okay. So here it is. Here is where my first mess up was. 1, 2. Okay. So let me look at this. Okay. What's the next chain space make? Yep, this right here. And then these 3 stitches. Okay. we're going to yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through these first two. Okay, and now we're going to yarn over, insert, pull it through, yarn over, pull through, two, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through, two. There we go. That's what I was supposed to be doing this whole time. Heck. Freaking heck. Okay. We continue. Let's see how far I get in this last hour. Let's see how much I can recover. So apologies if I don't do too much yapping. I'm trying to recover my lost time here. It's all part of the journey. Trust the process. I was wondering why it was looking a little bunched up. It's a good thing that I checked. I do need to see... Oh, this is where my starting point was. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, I need to see where my starting stitch is, but it's already coming up here. One, two, three there. And there's our double crochet in there. Turn. Mark this as round 3. Okay. One. Sorry, I don't need to count right now. Oh no, I didn't put a stitch marker in that space. Where is that? It's right here. Right here. I'll end up messing it up again. Come on, yarn, don't do that to me. There. I had a worry that was gonna start happening. I feel like I should have already... What? Hold on. Like, I should have already reached a... Oh my gosh. I'm in such a rush now. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Bruh. Oh my goodness, no. Freaking gosh and heck. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this correct. If it's the freaking last thing I do. This is why in the beginning I was using stitch markers in each one of my chain spaces. This is why. up to right here. So I'm supposed to have 4 of these double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here in this one, what is happening there? There's only 2 in the actual chain space. There's a single one just hanging out there on the end. Oh. I'm so freaking mad. I'm masking my frustration for the sake of the atmosphere. Okay. So right here, already done this. So this can go right here for the middle. Yeah, it's done. It's done. That's it. Oh, completely understand. Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were saying like it's done. It's just done. Okay? It's finished. We're finished. Oh, you're all good. Yes, feel free to join the boss battle. The bosses are randomly generated. So whichever one comes in, I wish you luck on it. I'm putting my stitch markers back in. Yeah. Oh wait, why? Oh. No! What? What? What in heck? Are you for real? Oh my gosh. This whole... Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad that I had to frog this. Okay, because there's... all the way freaking up here. Look, there's only one. There's 3. There's 3 freaking double crochets right here. There should be 4. Oh. Yeah, it's done. I'm done. Oh, completely understandable there, Strongheart. Yeah. I have to make the decision between like doing crochet or you know, digital artwork or traditional artwork, anything creative, right? I have to make a decision. Do I go to do my nails, right? Do I paint my nails, or I don't have to frog that one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Or am I gonna be creative, right? Oh, freaking Godzilla. Yeah, he's a tough one. So hopefully, yeah, you and Yesaya and the NPCs will kick his butt. Okay, so freaking 2. I wonder if there's a way to spawn in like a specific boss. Like if you do like exclamation point boss, you know, Shadow Heartless or something. I don't... Something along those lines. Okay. So these are starting. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's the proper double crochet 3 together. There it is. I will do this properly. One, 2, chain 2. I am headstrong. Headstrong to take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are running this is not where you belong. Oddly fits to the lo-fi music going on. If you guys couldn't tell, I like to make mashups and add medleys sometimes. There's been a couple of times I've been at like, I've been doing karaoke at like a bar, wherever, right? And I'll have them, I'll sign up for like an Ed Sheeran song, but then halfway through the song I just start singing like Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. And it completely throws off the karaoke operator. It's just like, what the heck? That's not oh gosh. What song is it that I do that to? Oh, Shape of You. If you take the instrumental from Shape of You by Ed Sheeran and then just put in the lyrics for Kryptonite by Three Doors Down in there, they fit so perfectly. I will get this back up to where I was. I will. I have to. My destiny. But that does explain why there was more pinching going on there in that side. He's at half health, guys. You guys are like... I mean, there's a lot of you that... I mean, I don't see anybody at like half health themselves, so you guys are looking pretty good there. Yeah, he does have a rage moment where his abilities are heightened. But you guys are doing pretty good. It's a little under half health now. Okay, now I'm back to round 3. Freaking. I'm like, wait, what? That don't look right. I know I made some adjustments to the pattern already by not wanting to chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain, and then doing standing double crochets instead of chain 3. It's just my personal preference, just because I don't like the way that chains look, unless it's like, I mean, even like a foundation chain, I would rather just do like a foundation single crochet or a foundation double crochet. Hello, Ivan. Welcome on in. We're doing crochet. But yeah, I don't like doing chains. I would rather just, you know, immediately start off. No! See, once he gets down to like, you know, that last third of health, all of his powers get like way stronger. You know, I may end up nerfing him just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I don't think I've ever seen Gojira defeated before. At least not that I remember. Oh, I forgot to put my stitch marker in where that standing double crochet starts. There we go. Okay. Slowly building it back up to where we were. Noticing some flaws along the way that I missed before, so all in all good that I went back. I was gonna end up seeing those mess ups eventually and being like, well, crap. Got a basketball game starting. I did message the developer of Stream Avatars, looking to see if we can get a an option to disable the auto balancing that happens in this basketball game. Because sometimes, yeah, you know, you have like 2 people on creative and 1 person on chaos, and then the auto balancing happens and all of a sudden you've got 2 people on chaos and 1 person on creative. Like, you know, I think, you know, we should have the ability to just turn off auto balancing. And so the developer, from what I saw, From what I saw, they're going to be including that option in, I think, the next update. Yeah. I guess there used to be the option to disable auto balancing, but it doesn't look like it was there. So they're going to be adding that option in there. One, two, three, four. Just making sure I have the right amount of double crochets in there. Let me move my Discord over. There we go. Alrighty, basketball game has commenced. Strongheart's gonna go for her personal record. Or just to have fun, you know, you can do whatever you would like with that. I have yarn fluff on my face. Okay. I was about to mess up again. Okay, so here we are again. the double crochet 3 together. So we go yarn over, in, yarn over, through, pull through the first 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, and like so. There we go. And we're gonna move this up. Okay. And then just double checking here. Yeah. There's 1 stitch before that, 1 stitch afterwards. I will say this yarn is very cute, but there's a lot of there's a lot of fluff that comes off of it. She cute, but she fluffy. We'll make it to the end before the stream ends. We'll make it to the end of this round. I must. Oh no, part of my nail polish. Oh no. Everything's falling apart. Okay. There we go. There's freaking round 3. make sure that the slip stitch is in there nice and tight. Okay, and turn. Now, let me just check things. Let me just make sure. Four there. Yep. 4 there. 4 over here. Four over here. Okay, everything's good. Everything's fine. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. And we're up, back to 4. And I'm gonna place my stitch marker here to catch these 2 starting loops. Chain space. Chain 2. And 2 doubles. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Oh, I'm gonna redo that double crochet. That's such a big difference right there. There. Oh, I have 10 minutes. 10 minutes remaining in the stream. Let's see how far I can get. If this was a smaller hook, I definitely could finish the round. But because it's a bigger hook, and I'm not as experienced with this size of a hook, we'll see. We're experimenting, we will see how far I get here. Another chain space. Congrats there, Strongheart. I don't know how much time left was on the clock there, but you've completed it. I know there was like probably, I think I saw like 6 minutes, maybe? I wasn't entirely looking at the clock, but I thought I saw 6 minutes somewhere on there remaining. Good job to ya. Oh. I am always having to undo that one. Yes. Much completion. That's where I'm trying to be at with this cardigan. Eventually it will get done. Like all of my other projects. Except for this one, I'm just like, I'm very headstrong about it. I'm like, no, this needs to be finished. I have been waiting to work on this one for forever. It needs to be finished. So I'm wanting to finish it correctly. Welcome back, Neo. Welcome back. I found a couple of other little issues, so but we're back at round 4. Another chain space. Chain to the next chain space in the next round. Gonna double check here. Yeah, okay, there's 4. Oh, 5 minutes. Let's see. I need to turn the corner here at this next chain space. And then I'll be in the home stretch of completing round 4. I don't want to get too sloppy though with my tension. Okay, chain space. Yay. Chaining 2. 2 more doubles. Okay. I just realized that if I do this pattern with like a smaller crochet hook and with smaller yarn, then I could make a hexagon cardigan for plushies. Oh my gosh, I could make a hexagon cardigan for my Roxas plush. Oh, I have so many ideas. Oh my goodness. Let me count here. Let me count these stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right on time to crash, Hexi. Yep. Getting time for sleep for some of y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need one more. There we go. Okay. That is the end of round 4. Get my slip stitch in there. And then preparing for round 5 here. Now obviously I won't get to it in its entirety, but just starting it out. So that when I continue this, it will be good to go. Both loops right here for me to slip stitch into later. Here we go. And then we mark this. It's round 5. Thank you all for hanging out with me, watching my my sometimes chaotic process of trying to follow a pattern here. Watching me have to frog some of this project here. It'll get done. I am very motivated to finish this. And then to wear it as well. It'll be my very first cardigan. So I'm excited. If I just hadn't been doing like single crochet 3 together right here at the very bottom, I think I would have been fine. But then looking back on it too, like there were a couple of corners, I think just one corner honestly, that only had 3 double crochets in it instead of 4. So I think it would have ended up being off anyway. So, but yes, thank you all for hanging out with me. Let me put a stitch marker here so I don't lose my loop, even though I'm pretty sure it'll just flop through. It's very big yarn, very chunky yarn. But yes, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'll be back again on Friday. We're gonna do some more digital artwork as we always do on Fridays. Let me put this stuff away over here. Back cardigan. Oh my goodness. Alrighty guys. Yeah, I don't know what kind of digital artwork we're gonna work on this upcoming Friday, but I'll figure out something for us to do. I always pull out some sort of idea. I am gonna put up another poll for what game I'm gonna play on Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. Let me know what game you would like for me to play, whether it is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 or Minecraft, Among Trees, or Horsey Game. We've got those 4 in our roster. So, yeah. I'm gonna plug my links here really quickly. Once again, thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you guys again on Friday. And here's my link spiel. If you want to check out some more of my digital artwork, feel free to check out my gallery link over there. If you want to follow me over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, feel free to do so. I post whenever my stream is over with a link and a thank you. Same thing that I copy paste onto the post section of my YouTube channel. If you want to support me over on Ko-Fi, feel free to do so at the link provided. Get yourself some art freebies for bases, and if you want to do your own streams or make your own videos and you don't want to use a webcam, you can always download one of my free PainterTuber Plus models. I've got some cute ones over there, and if you want a custom one or you want some custom artwork, some personalized artwork from me, I have a commission website you guys can check out for the information over there, and my commissions are hosted over on Ko-Fi. Thank you very much, Isaiah and Strongheart, for being excellent mods as always. Thank you, thank you. I will see you guys again on Friday doing some more digital artwork. And until then, stay vibin', stay creative, and I'll see you guys again on Friday. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye!